This is a quick demonstration of how to start and what to consider when you're starting a Stihl KM130R. It's not a substitution for the directions and the manual, which has all the safety features in it that you need to pay attention to. It's just kind of a quick overview of what the manual discusses so you can actually see someone physically do it. It helps you in your process. There's four things you want to pay attention to when you start this particular model. First of all, check your gas. Make sure you have gas in it. Make sure it has color to it. That means it's properly mixed. 50:1 is the ratio that Stihl recommends. That's 50 parts gas, 1 part oil. Second, you have your button for priming the carburetor that's here. You need to push this 5 times. They say at least 5 times, and what that does is that makes sure that there's fuel pushed into the carburetor and it's set to go. Third, you want to make sure that your choke is set on the proper position. They always have a choke. It's never clear to me, and I wasn't maybe the quickest on it growing up, that the slot when it's parallel to the lines means that that's open, and when it's bent at an angle that means choke. So this is, and hopefully you can see it, you want to change it, put that on choke like so, and that's off choke, and that's normal running, so on choke. And then lastly, this device here, there's 3 settings: stop, running, and start. If you try to push it all the way onto the start setting, you'll see it comes back. The reason is you got to pull down the safety lock, pull the trigger, then push it to start, then release the trigger, and that holds it in position and it gets ready to go. Once all that's done, pull your power, or pull your recoil, or your name, Joe?
Pull cord.
Pull cord, thanks. Pull the pull cord, pull a little of the tension out of it. And the idea isn't to jerk it out of its mooring. The idea is to give it a quick short jerk, and that's why you put your hand down here and hold it. And you should hear it pop over. When it pops over, you want to change your choke from choke to regular running, and I'll show you. That's 5 pulls. What the manual will tell you is if you've done 5 pulls on choke and it doesn't go, turn it to regular. And what you saw me do with my finger here was release the stop, or the start mode. By pulling this trigger, when you hear it kick off, you'll see it releases it out of stop. Now if I pull the trigger again, or if I pull the engine now, you can hear it warming up. That was starting this engine from basically 50 degrees, cold start. So you can see there is a little fussing to it. Key is, if you have it in choke and you pull it 5 times and it doesn't start, turn it off the choke. And once it gets going and you hear it run, pull that trigger to release it out of start mode. Because when it's in start mode, it's full open. And what you want to do is run it full open long enough to kind of get the engine going, 5 seconds. But then you want to drop it into idle while it warms itself up. Thanks.